Rise from the depression and the prostration in which circumstances have kept you. Rise to a new life. That's been banging in me. Rise to this new life. I'm like, okay. He says arise, but then in it he says rise to a new life. Shine, be radiant with the glory of the Lord, for your light has come and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. This is your time to not be afraid of being seen. Go into destruction. But he's saying arise from what? He specifically, depression is just that. It depresses, pushes you down. Can't get out the bed. Depression presses you down. So that's why it's connected with arise. Rise to what? Rise to what? Now, I'm going to tell you, when you think of a new life, it doesn't mean a new life on the float in. It's life in you. You have a chance to go to the next level in something. You're sitting in a position, and if you do something or you learn something or you do something, you can kind of bump up a little bit. Okay, yeah. So that means the next part of your life is waiting on you to get there. Narrow is the way that leads to new life. Look, man, Lord gave me something the other night. Well, we started talking about it Sunday, and it kept messing with me for a while, man. And I see a little organization, and I see a little something, a little league or something. So I automatically start thinking sports, because that's where kids, sports go together. You know, kids get a little league. So I'm trying to break. Kept coming back up in me again. So this hit me the other night, because I've been just exploring some different stuff in my life, because I'm understanding why is it only 4% of the world has all the wealth. 4%. Young wealth group. Young wealth group. Where juniors and seniors in high school will be able to get with a group of men, people who understand wealth. You have to create it. Oh, man. So now I'm understanding where all this fight is coming from and all this doubt and all this stuff. The young wealth group. Look, man. So what did he show me? Dude, on your level, it's going to take another level of humility, because in the midst of me asking, can I learn it, a bigger purpose came. It ain't about you learning, it's about them learning it. So now it shifts the focus of my insufficiencies to where now build the correct team, so by the time those kids $1,000 in the bank. Who says that's impossible? Who says, I'm trying, y'all, who says they have to get all these loans to go to college if they go? So we're going to make it easy for you. No. You graduate. If you don't graduate, if you do graduate, you paying this back, brother. So this payment is not based on me graduating? No. No. It's an investment, so somebody talk to me, man. There's a hidden hand somewhere that's eating off the back of the students they're trying to educate a lot of time with stuff they won't even use. Man, I'm saying, boy, y'all come after me. See, that's something we're not going to trial and error this stuff no more. We can't trial and error this stuff no more. We cannot trial and error this stuff no more. Only back to you. How they, your savings account versus a credit card.
You said savings account versus a credit card?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically just what you said. You put your money in the account. The banks take our money. They trade it on the foreign exchange market. They earn. It's a bad deal, and so it's compound interest working against us. We need to get that working for us.
That's it.
And like compound interest is like what they'll do. You swipe your card, say you got a $100 limit, right? You only paying a minimum payment, $25. You max it out, okay? So now you got this minimum payment, $25. You pay $25. Now you got $75. You can't. That's why you make minimum payments. You never get ahead making the minimum payment. They make it easy. The minimum payment $25. They make it easy to make, but it's you can't never catch up, man. It's just because they keep charging their interest and the balance just keep going up and up and up.
When you go to college, what's waiting on you in the student center? Credit card for you. That's the first. They give you what? They give you a free T-shirt. They can't be on campus no more when that starts. What I can sign? This is the first thing I can sign without my mama. What? Give me all of them, cuz. No, I knew. I didn't mess with it. So one day you think about it. How much, when you swipe that card, how much did that burger really cost you? Instead of paying cash. Change the way you've been trained to think. He knew they were going to struggle with that. So that's why he was in the temple daily. It said he was there daily. You hear what I'm saying? What happens to the kid that doesn't want to go to college? What happens with him? We don't really have an answer for that. I wouldn't even went to college, man. That was a waste of my time. It was. Because I thought that's the only way you're supposed to go. But there's so much more in you. And if you really let it rate, go back, you'd be rated. If you notice the seasons and stuff, they shift. They shift. And now we're in the season of coaching and mentoring. That's real strong right now. You better grab somebody. Somebody you see that's going in the direction you think you want to go. Check that. You have that chance. The pen is in your hand right now. So by the time your grandkid shows up, the legacy is totally different than what you had, than what it was when it was handed to you. How many of y'all hear what I'm saying? How many of you believe that you're the one to do that? Something you have not even seen before. What's happening, I'm going to show you another little piece right here. Let me I wrote it down. Why was Jesus so effective? That's how when I'm praying or I'm studying, I'm asking questions the whole time. But I'm praying, studying, why is this? And the thing, Jesus had control of his emotions. That's why he was so effective. Everything you do brings a feeling. Have you ever been kind of hungry but really hungry? Don't you have a different kind of mindset when you haven't ate nothing to when you just you could eat? Ain't it different? Now you're feeling it. It's a different kind of feel when you feel it to the point being is in agreement. Your body is making noise. Your mind is tripping. I feel a little lightheaded. I don't know. It's everything. Until you get that feeling about your new life, it won't happen. Until you. I got to compare with food. I think we got a food love. That's the feeling. It'll be cool if it happens. But if today we were talking. I said, Sarah, I can't wait until. I said, we can just, I said, we can go to your daddy and tell him, park the Sims electric van. It's a wrap. Park it. Just drive it if you want to. You ain't got to go fix nothing no more. Go ahead. Mama, look, lady, we're going to rise to that. You got to rise to that. You can't keep this, if it happened, it happened. You got to go ahead and get your feelings in that thing. Can't think we scaring God when we ask. But when he does this, it ain't no strife there. Ain't no discord there. Ain't no pride there. Ain't no hate there. Angels, it is fully. It is fully what I'm saying. The part of life where we've negotiated, allowed ourselves to be talked out of these places we're supposed to be in. Time to stop having those conversations. So Leon, I'm to fight to believe what I said to you, Mom. You ain't the only one got to fight. I'm going to fight with this thing. I'm going to keep looking at this. And the glory of the Lord has risen. I'm ready to handle that, man. Get out of this wilderness stuff and these cycles and these circles. Lord, there's some legacy changing going on. But your name is about to be the name that changes the whole game for your family, man. Just keep believing that, man. Bridle his emotions. Emotional responses he released were accurate for the situation. When he got angry, that was an act. When they tried to throw him off the cliff, he didn't get angry. Because he always gave the correct response, the correct emotion. Let's stop taking those chances, man. Rise to what? Rise to what? Hallelujah. Y'all hear something tonight, man? Rise to the new life, man. What did you divorce tonight? And what did you marry? Second Chronicles 7:14. Second Chronicles 7:14. The land depends on us being humble. He will heal our land, but he starts with humble yourself. He leads the humble in what is right, and the humble he teaches his way. That's good. He leads the humble in what is right, and it's the humble he teaches his way. Humble people are teachable people. NIV for me. Young men, the same way, be submissive to those who are older. All of you, clothe yourselves with God. We operate in pride. We got a whole bigger fight when we in pride. Got it? What does he give for the humble? That finance can come out of that grace to get it done what needs to be done. Whatever I need to be done, it comes out of his grace. How do I move it from grace? By faith. How does faith come? By hearing. How does faith work? Through love. So I got full of myself, I done got out of love, I'm not forgiving. Something is going on if I'm not progressing. Come on, man. Let's be real with it. The devil ain't always stopping us, man. The devil is not always camped out at your house trying to stop you. He not. Systems, man. Look, man, it's his grace is going to show us what to do and how to do it. I was looking at a video today, and they were saying how when the kids get in trouble in this neighborhood, it's a bad neighborhood. It was a bad neighborhood. Kids got in trouble in the neighborhood. Miss Johnson from next door. Mr. Johnson from next door. Mr. Carter from across the street. And they sit there and they let those older people tell those young people how it hurt them to see them in trouble. Turned that neighborhood around. Johnson sitting there. And she messing your whole self up because you have respect for her. You have respect for her husband. You have respect for the man that brings the mail, your uncle. You have respect for them. So they have a panel. Whenever those young kids would get in trouble, they would have a date where they would have to meet with those people in that neighborhood so they'll know how. Father, I pray that you continue to show us. Continue to humble us, Father. The areas where we're prideful, Father, bring us down. Show us where it is. In places where we doubt you, Lord, show us where that doubt is and help us renew it with faith, Father. I believe right now you're